herself. You know, she just rides roughshod
You
right
know, we
over
can't do
here.
anything else about it, so let's not torture ourselves into dissecting the whole thing chapter and verse.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know something? I want to thank you for just being so open-minded about, you know, my mother coming and staying here. I know that, well, we have our share of craziness in this household already.
Seldom a reason that we should take advantage of this unique and once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I mean, I'm thinking to myself that the house is all locked up and the kids are away safely, sleeping tightly in dreamyland, and Donna's not in the next room. Maybe we should see if we can get that baby-making factory working.
I'm not exactly in the ideal baby-making zone right now.
Well, you know, as my old wrestling coach used to say, you know, you can't save that crucial effort for the big match. You need to practice and practice. I don't think we should let that fire go to waste anyway.
Whatever you say, Coach.
The noise wasn't keeping you up, was it? Go ahead. Go ahead, Donna. Do you have a question? Come on, keep trying. Oh. Oh, dear, I'm so sorry, Donna. You know, you're going to have to do better than that if you want me to be able to understand you. Oh, no? No, I can't think of anything to say. Oh, that's too bad. And you were so wonderfully verbal when Jake and Victoria were here before. Bet you're wondering what all the hammering is. Is that it? Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you. And I can't be specific. But I can tell you this, that it will all be finished before Victoria has a chance to charge in here and whisk you away like you've been some sort of victim of my abuse. How could you let Victoria think that after I've done so much for you? I've read to you, I have cooked for you, I've been on my hands and knees cleaning up. When you spill your food, when you first came here, I would be up 6 or 7 times a night making sure that you were still breathing. And how do you repay me? You call Victoria and ask her to ride in to the rescue. Well, you won't be doing any more calling. Not tonight.
Marley, don't.
Pleasure to see you, Lila. We knew you'd come.
How did you know I'd come? I didn't know I was coming until a few minutes ago.
Does it really matter how we knew?
Yes, of course it matters. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
Have a seat, Lila. It's time we got to know each other. As you've guessed, I'm Jordan Stark.
Well, aren't you going to come out? Aren't you going to come out and talk to me? Or am I supposed to just talk to the air?
My desire for anonymity is unorthodox, I realize, but a man in my position can't be too careful about appearing in public.
What is that? What exactly do you do? What does your company do?
Primarily, I'm a man of science. My foundation supports research.
Well, that sounds very noble. But what happened at the party wasn't very noble. you know, when my baby got stolen. Look, I don't want to make you... Did you take my baby? Or did you give her back? Or both? I have to know. Did you hear me? I have to know.
I'm not surprised you have questions. You've been through a very painful ordeal, but allow me, if you will, please, just 2 questions of my own. Has your pain not turned to joy? Have your wishes not come true? Mrs. Corey.
Well, yes, but
Then shouldn't that be enough?
I have to know if you made it happen.
No, Mrs. Corey. You made it happen. We only helped. Any more questions?
I just want to know if you can make it stay this way. I mean, I don't know if I could take it if Jasmine was taken away from me again. You understand that? I don't know if I could take it. And if you helped me, then what I want to say is thank you. Thank you. So I'll be going now. What are you doing to me? What are you trying to do? I don't have time for these games. Come out and show yourself to me, or let me go now.
It appears there may have been a malfunction in one of our security doors. I'm sorry. Try again. There. You're free to go.
Look, I just want to go home to my little girl. Because I'm grateful. I'm just so grateful to have her back.
Good. I'm glad. Perhaps one day in the future we might call on you for a small favor.
Sure. As long as the baby is safe. But I'm free to go now, right?
Of course! All we would hope is that in the future, should our name come up, you would speak well of the Lumina Foundation. Let people know we're here to help, just as we helped you. Good night, Lila.
Hi.
Joe around?
No, he went back to the station to see what he could dig up on Zach Wilder.
Good. Between the two of us, we're going to nail those people, and it won't be a moment too soon. Something tells me that you don't share our fervor.
Well, I can't say that I understand what Matt and Lila have done today, but we can't change what's happened, Cass. If they think it's important to be married for the baby's sake, then it's important.
But that's it. No one thought about this. It wasn't decided. It wasn't logical.
Hey, don't break the furniture, okay? We're still in hock from the fire damage, please.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. I just have a few questions to ask the Miracle Man. It's okay. Join you?
Sure.
Some strange things have been happening to my friend Lila, and it makes me angry. The thing is, the strangeness didn't start up until Lumina came to town, which coincidentally is about the same time you came to town.
I have no special interests or insights into the Lumina Foundation.
So you know nothing about their so-called research?
Nothing more than I've already told Matt and Lila. I mean, just because I once read a book written by Jordan Stark doesn't mean I understood it. And I did participate in a couple of experiments conducted by the Foundation a couple of years ago. They advertised for volunteers. I read Jordan's book, so I thought, why not?
Right. Well, gotta run.
So?
So tell your husband I think I'm on to something. Let you know.
Would you please step into my sitting room?
Oh. You thought of everything.
Well, not yet.
Oh,
Now I've thought of everything.
oh, my toes. My toes can finally come back to life.
Speaking of which, is there anything else that we could bring back to life?
I'm open to new ideas.
Look, it's the suddenness of all of this that I find difficult to digest. You say that it's this baby that's changed you. Are you sure that's all it is?
Well, what else could it be? You were supposed to be upstairs sleeping. What are you doing out? What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. I was too wound up to sleep, so I just went to get a breath of fresh air, that's all.
You took a walk alone?
Sweetheart, is Daddy taking good care of you? Yeah, let me hold her. Matt, let me hold her. Oh, gosh. She's so sound asleep.
Lila.
Oh, you know, it's so funny. I mean, I was only gone for a little while, but it was like I was gone for a whole week. That's how much I missed her. Were you like that with Matt?
I wouldn't have gone out by myself without telling anyone after the children were born.
Well, I just went for some air, that's all.
You didn't just go out for some air, Lila. Suppose you tell us where you went.
What?
Be good. Well, for years I didn't know how to be anything else, Donna, and where did it get me? It got me to China, away from everything that I loved. I mean, I loved the children that I worked with, but they were never mine. Nothing was mine. Is that fair? Don't I deserve more than that, Donna? Don't I deserve something that is mine? Not Jake. Why not? Why don't I deserve something that I want? I love you. I love you, but I am not going to let you spoil things for me. Not this time.
What in the world?
I'm sure it's not Girl Scouts selling cookies at this hour.
I think it might be Marley.
Cass, go away. It's not a good time.
Look, I know it's late, I'm sorry, but this is really important, Jake.
All right, hang on a minute. Ugh. Yeah, I know.
Go, Jake.
Hang on, I'll be right there.
Hey, ho! You know, I know this is going to sound crazy, but you got to get me into the newsroom.
The newsroom.
Yeah, you know, I go to my own office, but we had a major meltdown with the computers today, and we can't access anything online until the technician comes in and does a lube job.
You came to my house to tell me that you need to get in the newsroom? How come this can't wait till tomorrow, Cass?
Well, it just can't wait until tomorrow. It's too important. Trust me.
Trust you? What choice do I have? You barge into my house in the middle of the night when I'm trying to just mind my own business.
Come
and
on,
you tell me
Jake,
that you've got to
Jake,
get in my computer?
Jake. Hey, Bubala, you're in the news business, right? Suppose I find something that makes news. Suppose, with the help of the Herald's technology, that I uncover a major conspiracy, just like Woodward and Bernstein did. Huh?
I think your fantasy life is in overdrive.
You okay? What's going on?
Yes, I am okay, and I think I just realized why your husband wants to take my head off. Give me that. Give me that. No, it must be yours. Look, obviously I interrupted a romantic evening, a beautiful, wonderful evening, and ordinarily I would turn tail and hot-foot it out of here, but I need your help. I really,
All right, save it.
really need your help.
I'm tired of arguing, okay? I am taking Cass to the Herald.
Thank you.
Don't ask, and don't stay up.
Vicky, forgive me. Please, please forgive me. Don't forget your pants, Jake.
Oh, you scared me. Ah.
Come on, big fella. Bye.
Hey, Abby, hi. It's Vicki McKinnon calling. Listen, I know you said you were going to be up late studying, and I was wondering if you could bring your books over and study over here and watch the boys for me? No, wait, though. Have you already had the chicken pox? Okay, great. Normally I wouldn't bother you such short notice, but there's someone I need to go see, and this may be the only time I can see her alone. No. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be scared. Nothing's wrong. I just wanted to talk to you. Alone. Yeah. It's just, it's so hard when Marley's here. And so I thought if I came when she was sleeping, maybe we could communicate, uninterrupted. I just can't stop thinking about what happened today, how you found your voice again. It must have felt so good to just be able to express yourself, even if it was only one word, right? Yeah. I felt like you wanted to say more. Is that right? You did, didn't you? I knew it. You did, but you know what else? I don't think people give you enough time. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to give you all the time you need. And I'm not leaving. Okay. Until I've heard everything you want to say.
All right, pick a terminal, any terminal. You got 30 minutes.
I don't know if I can find what I need in 30 minutes, Jake.
Depends on what conspiracy you want to log on to. Come on, Cass, I think this is best if you take it to the police, okay?
I don't need the cops. Yet. For now, Library of Congress will do just fine.
Library of Congress? You dragged me in here so you could look at a book?
One book in particular, Jake, currently out of print.
All right, who wrote it?
Jordan Stark. The Lumina guy.
Oh.
I didn't realize until Zach Wilder told me that he had read this guy's book that Stark was an author. I'd like to take a look at it myself. See if I can't gain a little insight into why Stark and his cohorts are playing dangerous games with people's lives.
I can't believe how hot it is getting in this blanket.
That's because I sprang for the extra down and filling.
I think it's the filling. Your turn.
I think I had a fantasy like this once.
Really? Me ordering you to take your clothes off?
No, I'm the one who give most of the orders.
Oh.
You know, this feels, really good. I think you should try it.
Is that an order?
Oh, no. I don't believe in orders. I believe in free will.
Well, I'm feeling pretty free. I think I will.
No, I've been waiting for this night since we met.
I have too. Yeah, it was pretty afraid.
Afraid?
Well, not of you. Afraid that something I had waited for so long for wouldn't live up to my expectations.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm the luckiest man in the world right now.
Thank you for giving me time. I don't have any doubts now. I know that you would never lie to me again because you would never want to hurt me.
Don't make me sound so perfect.
You don't need to be perfect. I just need you to be honest. What did I say?
No, it's nothing you said. It's something I haven't said, and I think it's time.
Marley is what?
You called her after everything that I said?
No, she didn't call me. I came over here on my own. I wanted to see my mother. Is there some law against that?
Oh, get off it, Victoria. You know what time it is. You thought that I would be asleep.
Fat chance.
You sneaked in here on purpose when you had just been here a few hours ago.
Right. You know something? I had been here a few hours ago, and I saw you doing the same thing you've been doing for weeks, and it made me sick to my stomach.
Well, what are you talking about?
Whenever Mom and I are trying to talk, you just swoop in there and try to stop it. You will not let her communicate.
That is not true.
The hell it is. She spoke. She spoke. Could you be happy about it? Could you thank God about it? No, you were all freakish, and I want to know why.
Well, maybe it's because I know how much of an effort it is. Her doctor said that
I
if
don't
she
care
doesn't...
what her doctor said.
You're very angry. Aren't you, Victoria? It makes your face so mean. I wish Jake could see that face that you have right now. The real Vicky, the one that you're always hiding from him.
It always comes back to Jake, doesn't it, Marley? You're becoming very transparent and very pathetic.
Mom! Oh, it's all right. You all right? Donna, come on. Come on, honey. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right.
Stop.
There's been something on the back of my mind ever since we got up here. It's a feeling I used to get when I was a kid. My dad, around Christmas, he'd get all sentimental. He'd want to decorate a tree. He asked Gary and me what we wanted from Santa Claus. And Gary and I, we'd try not to get sucked in, because we knew he was just going to go back to the drinking and the beatings. But we wanted to believe. What kid doesn't want to believe in a little magic? We wanted to believe that things could change. That's how I feel sometimes when I'm with you. Sometimes I close my eyes and I want to believe, but I forget that girls like you don't happen to a guy like me, not without paying a price. And I'm willing to pay that price.
If this is going to be about your past, I don't expect to know everything. I don't need to know. We kid around about how different our childhood was. But when you were growing up, it was very real to you. I grew up in the lap of luxury. You grew up just trying to stay alive.
Yeah. On the battle, it's not over yet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's what I want you to see. You could have become your father. You didn't. You know when you're going to realize that?
When?
When you have a child of your own.
Amanda, just let me tell
Look, the shooting star.
you. You never see them this time of year.
It's a sign. It's a sign meant for you and me. We're meant to be together.
I want to believe that's true.
Believe it.
that I'm aware of.
You're under arrest.
Under arrest for what?
Illegal fire, trespassing. Seems like I might be able to add indecent exposure to the list.
I was here a couple of months ago. There wasn't a problem.
The state didn't own the land then. They do now. This area has been designated day use only.
Well, we didn't know that. Really, we got here, it was dark, we didn't see any of the signs. You're seriously not going to arrest us, are
I
you?
have to do my job, ma'am.
Can't you cut us some slack? I mean, we had no idea that the law had changed.
I'm sorry, but ignorance is no excuse.
Well, what about love? I mean, hasn't there ever been a time in your life where there was somewhere special that you wanted to take someone? You had never taken anyone before?
Well, I'm not sure your reasoning would stand up in court, ma'am. But my wife of 20 years would have my hide if I answered no to that question. I guess I can look the other way this once. But you have to be out of here in 10 minutes.
Thank you. Sir, can you, will you throw me that sweater, please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good night. Something like this happened to me once in high school.
No, I don't think I want to hear about that.
Okay. Actually, you know, I have to say, it was one thing to be caught when you're homecoming princess, but it's somehow not quite as cool when you're the mother of an adolescent child.
Yeah, I suppose he might drive off and forget about us.
No way. He did his one good deed for the evening, which you can attribute to my cleverness, and you have not thanked me for yet.
I thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I wasn't looking forward to night card. I was looking forward to something else, which looks like it's not going to happen.
I still had the most fun I've ever had with anyone.
Anyone up for tea and cookies? We had some left over at the restaurant, and I just hate to see them go stale.
Hey, you're welcome.
Paulina thought you might like something warm after your cold walk.
It's herbal. I heard you had some trouble sleeping, so I made chamomile.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh, good. Oh, look at that little principessa. That's Italian for princess. See how much I'm learning from Joe? He's working late, by the way. He's bound and determined to find out who took Jasmine. I have not seen a case get under her skin like this, thank you, since, well, for a long time.
I want him to stop. What? Yes, I want him to stop the investigation. Even if everything's fine, Jasmine's back, it's over.
Joe's just trying to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Of course. I mean, why would you want it stopped? You'll never rest easy as long as you don't know why it happened in the first place.
I don't need to know. I don't. I mean, Matt and I are married now, and Jasmine is back where she belongs, and we should just concentrate on the future. That's all.
Lila's right. Look, we went through this, so we should decide how we want to deal with it.
Oh, Matthew, for heaven's sake.
Well, come on, Mom. Lila and I want to put the past in the past. All this negativity is not good for Jasmine, and it's not good for us either.
What are you going to do, Cass? Look up every book that's ever been written in the history of publishing?
Yeah, if I have to.
Well, I'm sorry. I want to go home and go night-night. So if your computer's still down tomorrow, come on over and use mine, all right?
Got it.
Oh, goody. You want the title? Beyond Imagination by Jordan Stark.
Looks like it was originally published in Europe and then reprinted here. That's why I didn't find it in the first listings. Jake, how do I get a printout of all the specs on this thing so that I can figure out a way to get a copy?
There you go.
Jake, I appreciate this.
Hey, anything that'll get me back home and in bed before it's time to get my butt out again and come to work. There you go. Printout should be on its way.
I don't suppose you're up for a midnight snack with your family, are you?
I don't think so. I might ask what we did tonight.
Well, I have to admit, it's a pretty funny story.
Why am I not laughing? It's supposed to be our night, Amanda. And we're all dropping off like we're a couple of kids trying to make curfew. I think we should have gone back to my place.
No. We decided we can't try to recapture something in the middle. We'll do it again. We'll start over. We'll have a new beginning.
I know, I just really, really hate saying goodbye to you. And I really despise sleeping alone.
Then don't go to sleep. Plan the next time. I have to warn you, though, it's going to be awful hard for you to top what, in spite of everything, turned out to be the most fun time that I've ever had with anyone. Sleep well.